Late showers cause areas to back up and eventually flood the roads. Water in washes and roadways force some of those streets to shut down. We'll get to all of that with Chief Meteorologist Matt Brode in just a bit. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney. While runoff from monsoon storms can make our streets unsafe over the summer months, there is another threat on our roadways year-round: distracted and impaired drivers. That danger is magnified for those riding motorcycles and bicycles in our city as we continue to see more crashes with horrific results. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink is live in Midtown with more on this disturbing trend as the numbers continue to go up. Eric.
Sean, good evening. We spoke with an avid cyclist today who suffered life-threatening injuries in a terrible crash back in May. She is now in a wheelchair, and she's telling her story. That Wednesday, Pam North was on her morning ride, doing what she loves. It happened on Houghton near Tanca Verde.
And a car's coming straight at me. There was no way I had time to react at all. I just remember thinking to myself, I'm a goner.
She was rushed to the hospital.
They took some of my family members aside and said, look, you better start planning for your mom's affairs because we don't think she's going to make it.
Pam woke up in the ICU 8 days later with very serious injuries: broken bones in her leg, a broken femur, a broken arm, and broken ribs. She was knocked unconscious and she had to be intubated. The 22-year-old driver ran from the scene and was later arrested. Pam is in a wheelchair right now, continuing to recover and looking forward to physical therapy.
This is where I am today. I'm healing and I'm able to talk about it.
And it's not just bicyclists whose lives are changing and whose families' lives are changing in an instant. Numbers show there are 13 deadly motorcycle crashes thus far in 2022 on Tucson streets, up from 8 this time last year. One safety expert says to help lower costs, some people are giving up cars for motorcycles.
To help them beat inflation and rising gas prices, and I think more people are coming to the sport of motorcycling for that very reason.
Seltzer has worked as a motorcycle riding coach for 2 decades. He says historically, when looking at motorcycle fatalities, about half of those individuals don't have proper training.
They're learning how to ride on their own, and roughly about a quarter, or 25%, are unlicensed motorcyclists.
As she works to one day get back on her bike and rekindle that passion, Pam has this message for the driver who changed her life.
I would forgive her, you know, as a Christian, I have to forgive her, but I'd love to hear an apology. I'd love to see her life get back together, and that this wouldn't happen to any other person out on the road who's just having a nice bicycle ride, minding their own business.
And Pam has been riding for 40 years. She's had to take a lot of time off of work to heal and recover. Her medical bills, she says, are piling up. A friend of hers started a GoFundMe to help her out. We've shared a link to that on our website at KVOA.com. We're live in Midtown tonight. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.
And thank you, Eric.